Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do an update tarot reading for Twice Leader for Jihyo. Actually, I was inspired to do this reading because I was watching this show, I Live Alone, and Jihyo was in it. And I was like very entertained, by her, how she was in this show and her attitude and her being also diligent and so like funny. So yes, I wanted to do a proper reading for her. I know it's been a while. I pulled cards for her, I believe 2 months ago. But yeah, let's do this. Let's do this update and also to see, what's available for her, how she's feeling, about her solo. So yeah, let's begin with the tarot that she got. She got the Nine of Cups, the Hermit, the World card, the Star, and the Judgment. Then from the Oracle, she got the card of Saturn in Cancer, Charity. And actually, like it definitely like it gets to my attention how she got this archetype, not this archetype, this Oracle card of Charity, because I believe I had pulled this card for her when I read for her during one of my live streams. So it's sort of like it amazes me how it is here again. So yeah, maybe there's a deeper meaning to that. So yeah. Starting with the Nine of Cups, I definitely think that um, that Jihyo is feeling very satisfied, with her life in general. I think that there's a lot of things that had somehow come true for her. I believe that she's very happy, very content with everything that she had been experiencing individually, maybe even with the group. There's this sense of feeling very full inside, very fulfilled emotionally, feeling like finally your cups are all full and you're feeling radiant and you're feeling very grateful. There's something about feeling very grateful. Also with the Hermit, I definitely think that it has to do with her need to spend some time alone, and this is not just about her like physically having, to move or wanting to move to, an apartment or being by herself or living alone. I think that definitely is more about the inner work. It's more about what she does when she's alone, or how she connects with herself and the things she does to connect with. With her own needs, with what's going on with her. She got a lot of major arcanas. Out of the 5 cards that I pulled, 4 of them are major arcanas. So definitely there's a lot of lessons for Jihyo this year. This is much more important message that just to be like, oh yeah, she's going to go for this and this, and there's people here, and there's this event here, there's something going on over here. No, here with this major arcanas, there's this sense of her really like learning very valuable lessons that it has to do with her, maybe her spiritual self, her inner self, her connecting more with spirituality, maybe with a side of her that maybe she was like sort of postponing a few years ago. I believe that, the Hermit sort of is here like to help her connect with herself and listen to herself a bit more. Definitely, with the World card, there's also this feeling of old cycles, like sort of like coming to an end and finishing, and new beginnings starting. The finish of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. I think that definitely also with the World card, I definitely see Jihyo, because she is part of the group, she is the leader of a group, and she spent like a lot of years with them. There's something about her somehow like because of work and because of a lot of things about her lifestyle in general, she never had time for herself, like to focus on herself only, or to listen to herself. You know, I think that she was sort of like very much distracted by obligations, responsibilities, and also, you know, trying to catch up with everyone and trying to be there for everyone and trying to listen to everyone's point of view and trying to, you know, get along with others, and also being very, like, you know, being a sort of like someone that is there for all, you know, except for herself. And then the hermit next to it is like, you know, you need to focus on yourself. You need to center yourself. You need to go inwards, you know. And in this, it doesn't mean that she has to like spend time alone and not talk to people. It's just that it's more about, like, you know, somehow making time, making room, space, and making, having this exercise to work on herself, you know, to sort of like quiet everyone's opinions, you know, words, messages, advices, complainings, you know. There's a feeling, I definitely get this feeling as I'm reading for her, of a lot of nervousness, or, you know, of a lot of noise, you know, something like a lot of things, you know, like, oh, she told me, he told me, you know, there's a lot of voices in her head. So I think that this sort of can make you feel a bit paranoid. And the hermit here is like, you know, you should maybe, like, you know, be quiet a bit, you know, and enjoy the silence. That it's okay to be in silence. That nothing is going to happen to you if you are by yourself. You know, you're going to be okay in silence. You know, and also probably her mind is also very like chaotic. You know, probably she tends to overthink a lot. So somehow the hermit is like, you know, this period is over. You can like center yourself. You can like be in company of yourself and not be afraid. Like everything is going to be okay. I think that she needs to get to know herself a bit more and have these sort of rituals where she spends time with herself in order to heal. But she's doing very well. Actually, she didn't get cards that would indicate that she is like stressed or that she's suffering because of something. No, but definitely a lot of things about her are changing. Also, with the star and the judgment, there's also something about her. You know, she definitely is very much protected. She's feeling much more spiritual. I don't know. I feel like if she's someone that she prays a lot, or if she's someone that she's like, okay, I have a wish. You know, I have this desire inside of myself, and I think here with the star card, there's something about like, you're going to get what you want. You know, your wish will come true, or you will get what you want. It will be granted to you. But then with the judgment, there's this feeling of like, you know, open your eyes to fame, you know, or to dreams come true, or, you know, projects that you want to see manifested, you know. There's something about like, sort of like, it's not a warning, but it's like, you know, be careful, or be mindful about what you ask to the universe. You know, there's something about, to be careful about what you ask, you know, because it can come true. There's something here with the star and the judgment that I think that she's sort of going to realize that you know, she doesn't feel the same about fame and recognition like she used to feel in the past. You know, here with the judgment, she's slowly like seeing things and people for who they are. So there's a bit of like, you know, when you finally open your eyes and you're like, oh, yeah, this wasn't like I thought I would be happy or happier if I had this. But now that I have it, or now that I'm like going through this, I don't think I'm that happy, you know, and sort of like understanding that, going through this, experiencing it, and allowing herself to feel like that, allowing herself to see that there's a new aspect of her, that she's no longer the same. She's not the same person. There's something about her nature, her existence that is changing. She's becoming wiser. She's also like starting to see people for who they are, and sort of see through their masks and see through their fakeness. And she's been like much more intelligent about it. She's like, yeah, like, I'm going to be very much selective about the people that I meet or the people that I hang out with, sort of like taking care of herself and her energy. But yeah, definitely, probably, there's something going on about fame in general, or maybe the business in general, that is somehow like losing its glamour, or is losing its appealing. So she's going to be like much more like observant, and selective. Like, oh yeah, like I don't know if I want to, I want to, you know, um, hang out with these people that I feel like it's pointless, or I feel like it doesn't add to my life, people that maybe are fake, or people that just, I think that she doesn't feel like she belongs anymore, She's definitely entering a new era where she wants things to be more transparent, and she's like, I prefer my life to be simple and to be surrounded by people that I truly love and I respect, and just like stay away from the fakeness and from very like toxic places and people in general. I feel like there's something about like probably money hungry people that she just feels allergic to them. Then with the card of Saturn in Cancer, charity, I definitely think that yes, in order for her to do this, she should focus a bit more maybe on doing some activities, or like participating in some charities, or maybe events that are for charity, like somehow doing more humanitarian work, in order for her to feel like like her existence is like that she's giving back something to the community. I think that she's like sort of, her soul is looking for this, for a deeper meaning, a deeper purpose in her life, more than, oh yeah, I'm famous, or I'm successful, or I'm talented. She's like sort of like asking herself, like, what is the purpose of my talent? Like, yeah, I know I entertain people, I'm an entertainer, I'm a performer, but what else can I do for people? What else can I do? She's sort of like also in this search for meaning in her life. And this is a very personal journey. I don't think that this has to do with the other Twice members. I think that this is the way she feels. This is personal. Um, and also here, with that keyword charity, I remember that when I pulled this card for her, that this card came up 2 months ago. And I believe that we were talking about her solo, and I don't know why I got this card, and I was like, oh yeah, it feels like they sort of are going to give her this solo work as charity, as sort of like, oh, we are doing charity with you. We are so generous that we're going to give you your solo. Like, oh, here, this is for you. And you should be grateful. You should be thanking us that we are giving you this solo. Something like this. A bit condescendent and a bit manipulative, yes. I don't know if today I sort of see it like this, because I did expand the meaning, but I think that this woman definitely, she has the ability to be of service, maybe she can help others through charity and work for charity. But there's also about this sort of like how this word charity it sort of impacts in my brain when I see it and when I think about her. You know, sort of like I feel like, you know, when opportunities are given to her, or an opportunity of a solo, an opportunity for the group, it feels like charity. You know, it feels like it's not given from a place of like, oh, you deserve it. You know, like you've done such a great job all these years and you are amazing and I'm proud of you. And this is a gift. You know, this is a sort of like an opportunity for you, like enjoy it. I feel like it feels like charity. You know, it feels like, oh yeah, I have this song for you, like go use it. You know, and that's it. Like I'm not giving you much more. There's something about me feeling that Jihyo deserved much more. And that I don't know if maybe I'm feeling like when it comes to her solo work, like there's something about it that maybe it needed much more presentation or much more like promotion or something fancier. I don't know. I personally did like the song. But I don't know, I feel like the word charity, you know, like this card, it came out like 2 months ago, and I was like, yeah, they gave her this solo, like sort of to be like, okay, here, this is for you, take it, you know, sort of like, and be thankful that we're giving you this. Something like this, a bit condescending, yes. And in this, I'm like, you know, for her, she definitely feels very grateful, but I definitely have this feeling like she could have given better opportunities or much more things, you know, maybe a bigger, like, a budget or something like that. I don't know. I honestly, I want to expand on the meaning, but I don't know how to explain it with words. The words doesn't come out. And I think that this is why when I see also the card of the star card and the judgment, you know, there's this person that definitely has a star quality. You know, she always shines. She has it. She was born to be on the stage. She was born to be shining all the time. But then with the judgment, it's like, you know, you need to somehow like see through appearances and see that, yeah, you're shining, but you sort of are shining because you have the potential to shine and you made it possible. The judgment is sort of like inviting her to see that she didn't get like maybe the help that she needed, or she didn't get the support that she needed, or that I don't think that it's that she wanted more support, because I see her very satisfied with what she's experiencing at the moment. But there's a sense of hypocrisy here. There's a sense here with the judgment is like, you know, you could have gotten better things. So I don't know if maybe this sort of judgment and this sort of acknowledgement of like she should have gotten better things or better treatment or better promotion, maybe it's from the fans. Maybe the fans see it. I don't know, guys. If you're a fan of her, or maybe you can guide me through this. But yeah, here this is I'm trying to make sense of it. But yeah, here with the star is like, you know, the star and the judgment together is like there's something that doesn't feel like that stardom or that special something that she has is being promoted properly, or is being like having, you know, having this expansiveness, this growth. You know, there's something about like, okay, yeah, this is beautiful, this was you, this was what we give it to you, and yeah, be thankful that we gave it to you, and just like, yeah, let's move on, you know, something like this. I don't know if maybe here with the judgment it means that you know that people are realizing that's, I don't know, that they wanted something more, maybe, or maybe, you know, she's also realizing, like, after this experience, she's like, oh wow, this I thought I would be happier with this, but I don't know how to feel. You know, here with the judgment, definitely some, you know, some. I believe that there are some masks, some people's lies and deceitments, you know, that are going to be exposed somehow, you know, and I think that she's sort of going through this experience where she's sort of seeing people for who they are, you know, but since she's represented by the star card, she definitely has the ability to, quote unquote, ignore certain things because she's focused on being a professional. You know, she's really focused on that. She's really focused. She can. It's like she cannot. You know, she's like, okay, I will judge it later. Now I cannot judge it. Now I don't want to judge it because I want to enjoy this. You know, and people want to see me happy, and people want to see me shine. So, you know, I cannot afford to be, you know, all judgmental. But then afterwards, I think that there will be a sort of like evaluation, you know, either from the fans or from herself, like sort of realizing and be like, you know, this could have been better actually. You know, like maybe I should have asked for more, or I don't know, like I don't know why I with the word charity, I'm like, you know, she should have gotten something more. You know, like, I don't know, guys. Maybe this is, yeah, it's just a perception. But yeah, I'm also like very, um, I'm very surprised that I got this card of the Oracle again. You know, so definitely the meaning repeats itself. Like there's something very strong about charity that she definitely has to pay attention to that word, you know. So maybe yes, like focusing maybe on giving back to others, also like being part of a sort of organization. Maybe she feels like she needs to work with charity, you know. Definitely she's going through some kind of a spiritual transformation. I don't know what she believes in, if she's religious or not, but I feel like there's something about her, you know, sort of more like humanistic kind of side that she's like, you know, I'm sort of thinking about life meaning, and I'm sort of thinking about my soul and about my purpose, and I want to go inwards. I want to go deep inside myself and ask myself those questions, those sort of philosophical questions, and sort of like, you know, share with others my wisdom. If I have it, I want to share it. Or if I have the influence, I want to share it. You know, she's all about sharing, you know, not keeping it to herself. She's not selfish at all. So yeah, guys, this is all I have for today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.